Hey friends, it's me, Gael, and I'm here with my 5 months on T video. I'm gonna get right into it and show you some comparisons, and then after that I'll talk about my dosage and navigating trans health when you're non-binary. And then, yeah, that's it. So for my comparisons, I'm gonna show you a voice comparison. I'm just gonna do before I started testosterone and then 5 months on T. I'm not gonna go through every month because that drives me up the wall. I don't want to hear myself over and over again. And then I'll show some pictures, one from each month, and then we're good.
0.5 every week because I don't know, I really wanted to.
This is my voice, 5 months on T. That's it. Yeah.
But when I get home, I can't be alone, can't you see? You scare me with your indifference.
I do a subcutaneous shot of 0.5 each week. I just got some syringes in bulk. I noticed that there was bumps just underneath the skin, or just like a large bump. And so my doctor said that I could avoid that by injecting slowly and then rubbing it out. But even when I did that, there was still like a lump underneath that would go away at the end of the week. I told him about it and he didn't really know what I was talking about, but I looked it up online and it's pretty common. Has nothing to do with the oil or the needle or the injection site. It's just happens. But it went away, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I know some other people still experience it even a couple years after taking T. I just wanted to say that because I had never heard about that, and when I went online, I saw that other people experienced it, and the fact that my doctor didn't know about it, like, it's likely that you probably haven't heard about it either. My doctor prescribed me 0.5 weekly, but I was doing that for a month and I felt horrible. I'm already a pretty irritable person, and testosterone just made me more irritable, but like in a really irrational way. It's like I would just be sitting in my car alone, like scrolling on my phone, and then I would just get like a surge of anger for literally no reason. I didn't see something, nothing triggered it. I was just like angry. Or like I would just wake up angry. And so I didn't want to do that, and I was tired of feeling like the Hulk every single time I did my injection. I would like take it and then I'd be like, I need to work out for 2 hours. So I didn't like that. So I made a decision to go down to 0.25 because my doctor said it was okay for me. And then each week I just added a little bit more. I went down to 0.25, then the next week 0.3, 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, and now I'm back at 0.5. And it's fine, it's perfect. It's just that initial jump really set me off, and now it's no problem. One thing that I found out is that when you go in to get testosterone, or maybe you're going into therapy so that you can get the approval to get top surgery or whatever, you're almost expected to know just as much as your doctor. And this is for trans healthcare. Like, if you think about it, for any illness or disease, you wouldn't be expected to know as much as your doctor. You expect that the doctor knows what they're doing. But with trans health, because it's not well researched, you basically go into the office knowing just as much. Everything that my doctor told me, I already knew from YouTubers and forums, and anything that I had questions about, he couldn't really answer for me. He's not trans, and when I went to him for advice, he didn't know, he had never seen things that I had experienced. And so, you know, doctors have a lot of experience. Like, medical professionals as a whole don't really know much about trans health and the side effects. And they're just figuring some stuff out because now people have been on hormone replacement therapy for years now. You're almost expected to know just as much or even more than your doctor, because if you haven't done your research, it's likely that the health professionals will question if you really know what you're doing, and they'll question, is this the right choice? Do you really want, are you really trans? Essentially, I had the same experience when I went to go to a therapist to get a recommendation letter for top surgery. I went in to this wonderful therapist, probably the best therapist that I've ever seen, but yet there are certain things that you come to understand from being trans and that you can't understand if you're cis. And so there was a point where my therapist had questioned if top surgery was right for me, thought that I might regret it. You know, a lot of their ideas about what it means to be trans is focused on hating yourself, hating your body, and that should be the only reason why you transition medically. For me personally, as a non-binary person, I didn't have dysphoria with my voice or with my facial hair. My decision to transition medically was based off of other factors. And so, because those are the most common reasons why people transition, when I approached this therapist with my set of ideas around gender, she read that as me not being sure that I was trans and that I should go through top surgery, which is upsetting because obviously you go through this huge process reflecting and thinking over your whole life for a few years, and when you finally make a decision and you go to somebody just out of formality because you need a letter, and then someone says, no, I don't think, you know, this thing that you've been dwelling on for years, I don't think you really know if it's right for you, and yet you've just met this person. Those are the kinds of things that you encounter. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it wasn't too boring. The next video that I'm working on is traveling internationally during your transition and you haven't changed your gender marker or your name. I'm going to be moving to France again for a year, and so I'm going to start making the video now, and then I'm going to finish it when I arrive in France, so then I can tell you guys about like what happened when I was entering France and they were asking me questions and why I look different from my documents. If you haven't checked out my top surgery vlog or my 1 month post-op video, you can check that out on either side. Yes. Thank you.